say right here. This is a clip, and it was posted on Twitter by videomixtape.com, and it says, with papers shaking in his hand, Skip Bayless does not apologize for his tweet he sent as Damar Hamlin fights for his life after going into cardiac arrest after making a football tackle. Co-host Shannon Sharp is a no-show for Uncheckabled. Yo, what up, y'all? It's your boy Rob coming back at you once again with another video. So before we get started, you already know what to do. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit the bell icon twice. Smash the like button, share this video out to all of your followers, and let's get it cracking. All right, so what we have today is an article from Sports Illustrated, and this article is talking about Skip Bayless, that complete moron, and his insensitive and tone-deaf tweets that he made after Bills safety Damar Hamlin had during a game against the Cincinnati Bengals. Okay, this was really bad. There was a tackle that he made, and after that tackle, he collapsed, and it looked like he was shaking and then kind of just laid there on the ground. What ended up happening was he had to have CPR administered, and currently he is in the hospital in critical condition. All right, and I believe what they said the cause of the event was a cardiac arrest. And I don't know if you guys are familiar with what a cardiac arrest is. I'm sure most people are, but for those who are not, that is an actual heart attack that this individual suffered on the field. And if you know anything about health, if you know anything about the human anatomy, your heart is something that your body will have a extremely difficult time living without, you know what I mean? Especially without medical intervention or being on some kind of machine. So, you know, most people with common sense are really just concentrating on this young man, hoping that, you know, this isn't career ending, hoping that it's not life ending, hoping that he recovers, gets out of the ICU soon, and is able to go back about his regular life. Not according to Skip Bayless. Skip Bayless shares the same sentiments that a lot of America has. This woke stuff must stop, but the game must go on. Skip Bayless is just, you know, he's Skip Bayless. The thing that's sad is that most people continue to get this guy a pass. They act like they don't see him for what he is. They act like they don't see what he does. When he says something that's just completely insensitive or tone deaf, he's doing it to get a reaction out of people, and people give him a reaction every time. This was interesting, though, because he got a lot of backlash, and he's been getting dragged since last night. If I'm not mistaken, I think Self Talk put out a video about him. My man Moxie Approved just put out a video about him, and Dreamers Pro just put out a great video about this situation. So if you guys haven't checked out any of those, you guys definitely should. But this is not surprising for Skip Bayless, and it's not surprising Skip Bayless shares the attitude, sentiment, and culture of most of mainstream America. So while the injury or, you know, the death of someone like us is trivialized, and what must continue to flow is the money. So what we're going to do is we're going to read this article, and we're going to take a listen to what Skip the Diarrhea Drip Bayless had to say. All right, so again, this article is from Sports Illustrated, and what it says is Skip Bayless attempts to clarify seemingly tone-deaf tweet after Damar Hamlin's injury. All right, so now here it says Skip Bayless drew heavy scrutiny on social media Monday night following a questionable tweet shared in the aftermath of Bills safety Damar Hamlin frightening injury during the Bills-Bengal matchup on Monday Night Football. Hamlin, who was 24, collapsed on the field after making a tackle on Bengals receiver T. Higgins in the first quarter, and was eventually taken away in an ambulance after being administered CPR as he laid on the ground for several minutes. Monday Night Football was temporarily suspended before NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell ultimately decided to postpone the contest. And that particular part right there is what set Skip Bayless off. He felt that there was no need for the game to be postponed. Now, Is that what he tweeted? He didn't tweet that exactly, but the way that the tweet read, it came off like that, and people picked up on it immediately. Okay, so now here it says, during the initial moments following the injury, Bayless shared 2 tweets. All right, and we'll be showing those on the screen briefly, acknowledging that he had said a prayer for Hamlin and his family and the emotional reaction of both Bills and Bengals players on the field. And the thing that's crazy about it is, this is an emotional reaction because I'm sure those players worry about this kind of thing possibly happening to them. They probably saw themselves in Hamlin's shoes and were like, oh my God, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, those players also, being that they're players, have seen people actually get career-ending injuries, live action. And I'm sure, you know what I'm saying, that's probably a player's worst nightmare. And to be there and to witness it, it's got to be a rush. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be something that makes you feel really scary, a painful chill down your back. You know what I'm saying? So now here it says, nearly an hour later, Bayless, who has dealt with his share of controversy throughout his career, attempted to clarify the seemingly tone-deaf tweet with another following waves of backlash. And if you listen to the video, which we will be shortly, if you ask me, I think that this wave of backlash came from his producers. And the reason why I think that it came from his producers is because, as you'll find out later, his partner for Undisputed didn't show up to work this morning. But I saw a tweet. I don't know if he has a new family member. I think he's saying something about being a grandfather. Maybe that is the reason why. I don't know. I don't think that Shannon Sharpe has it in him to just not show up to work because he's offended because of something that Skip Bayless said. And the reason why is because Skip Bayless offends him profusely and Shannon Sharpe doesn't do anything about it. So what would be different about it this time? You know what I'm saying? What I'm surprised about is I'm surprised that Skip Bayless didn't say, see, Tom Brady never suffered any injuries like that. I'm surprised Skip Bayless didn't say something like that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, again, I don't think Shannon Sharpe has picked up on the patterns of who and what Skip Bayless is. So I don't think Shannon Sharpe's absence from Undisputed had anything to do with Skip Bayless's comments. And another reason why I don't think that is because I haven't really seen Shannon Sharpe put out a statement on it. I don't think he'll put out a statement on it, and I don't think that this will ever even be addressed. Remember, when it comes to one of us making a comment that people don't like, then you have to get the disciplinary board action, right? But when it comes to somebody like them, they're able to just babble through a fake pre-written apology and continue because it's business as usual. You know what I'm saying? So now here it says, Bayless reiterated that Hamlin's health remains more important than anything else at this time before apologizing for the tweet, which he did not say in the initial tweet. All right. Nothing is more important than this young man's health. That was the point of my last tweet, said Bayless. I'm sorry if I was misunderstood, but his health is all that matters. Again, everything else is irrelevant. I prayed for him and will continue to do so. The NFL community has sent waves of thought and prayer to Hamlin, while NFL fans showed their support by donating to the Safeties charity in the aftermath of the injury. According to the latest update from the NFL, Hamlin is currently listed in critical condition. All right. So again, you know, this is terrible. It's one of the dangers of being an athlete. It's also one of the dangers of being an athlete with the fan base and the media that surrounds the athletics industry, because you're dealing with a bunch of insensitive cretins like some of those fans who like to throw stuff at the players when they're not doing what they think they should be doing, or when you just deal with headstrong, weak-brained morons like Skip Bayless. And speaking of headstrong and weak-brained, let's listen to what this guy has to say right here. This is a clip, and it was posted on Twitter by videomixtape.com, and it says, with papers shaking in his hand, Skip Bayless does not apologize for his tweet he sent as Damar Hamlin fights for his life after going into cardiac arrest after making a football tackle. Co-host Shannon Sharpe is a no-show for Undisputed. All right, and we don't know what's going on behind the scenes, so we don't know why Shannon Sharpe didn't show up. But yeah, if you listen to Skip Bayless's apology, it's very interesting. Skip Bayless doesn't apologize at all in this entire segment. And what he does is he chastises the people who responded and read his tweet and says that it's you all who don't understand. All of this was covered, but you all don't understand. Yeah, sorry, Skip. We do understand. That's why you got roasted. Run it. So that's it. Again, very forced. I mean, Skip Bayless was even making the faces like he had constipation as that was slowly oozing out of that butthole on his face that he calls a mouth. So there wasn't much empathy in this. Basically what it was him doubling down, saying that his first tweet was not incorrect. It was everybody else's interpretation of it that's incorrect, which is interesting because if he felt that way, he should have not put out the second tweet and then just went on here and explained and reiterated everything from his first tweet. But if you pay very close attention, he only references the vague part of his first tweet, and in the majority of his little spiel here talks about his second tweet. All right, so let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Leave lots of comments. All right, make sure that you guys smash the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that bell icon twice. Share this video out to all of your followers, and I will catch you all on the next video. All right, peace.